The arena was electric. Fans packed every seat. Cameras zoomed in as the envelope opened. And then, cheers erupted. Caitlin Clark, WNBA's brightest star, crowned the winner. It should have been the perfect moment. But within days, joy turned to heartbreak. Sophie Cunningham broke her silence. Lexie Hull followed with an emotional post. And suddenly this wasn't just about basketball. The Indiana Fever, a team riding high, found themselves in the middle of a story no one saw coming. What was supposed to be a celebration became a gut punch to fans everywhere. And now we uncover the emotional truth behind Caitlin Clark's sudden absence and the unbreakable bond that's holding this team together. July 17, 2025. Indianapolis was ready for history. Not just hosting WNBA All-Star Weekend, but welcoming home Caitlin Clark. Hotels sold out. Streets covered with her name. Tickets gone in minutes. This wasn't just a game. It was a celebration of a player who turned the Indiana Fever into must-watch basketball. Fresh off winning WNBA Player of the Year, beating giants like Breanna Stewart and Nia Wilson, Clark wasn't just a participant, she was the headline. She was the one fans came to see dominate the three-point contest and lead the All-Star game. But just as the stage was set, everything changed. An unexpected twist ripped through the heart of the weekend. Days before the event, during a tough matchup against the Connecticut Sun, fans noticed something off. Clark stepped slower, her face showing pain. Then it happened. She clutched her side and limped to the bench. At first, many thought it was fatigue. But whispers became reports. She had aggravated a groin injury she'd been quietly managing for weeks. Coach Stephanie White assured everyone they were being careful. No one expected the decision that came next. Caitlin Clark withdrawing from the entire All-Star weekend. No three-point contest. No All-Star game. No magical home crowd moment. Just a short post with a heart emoji. Health comes first. Fans were stunned. With Clark out, the league didn't have to search far. Her teammate Lexie Hull, one of the WNBA's most accurate three-point shooters, was tapped to step in. But Lexie had her own heartbreak. Days earlier, she lost her beloved dog Maggie, her companion of 14 years, through high school, championships, and every move. She posted a black and white photo with the words, "The sweetest Mags. Home won't be the same." Fans poured in with condolences. Two replies stood out, Clark's simple "love you," and Sophie Cunningham's "no Lex, I'm so sorry." It wasn't just teammates talking, it was family. Sophie Cunningham's reputation? Fierce defense, sharp tongue, and never backing down. Earlier this season, when Clark took a brutal hit, Sophie didn't wait for refs. She charged in to defend her teammate, earning a fine but winning fan respect. And when Lexie lost Maggie, Sophie was there too, not with public gestures, but quiet check-ins, making sure she never felt alone. Fans gave the trio a nickname, Trace Leches, a sweet symbol for their blend of toughness, skill, and heart. Sophie even wore a custom cartoon shirt of the three that went viral within hours. Sophie didn't come to Indiana for comfort, she came for a challenge. After 6 seasons in Phoenix, she wanted something new. A high school and college champion in Missouri, she built her career on hustle and grit. In Indy, she found a young roster hungry for revival, and instantly became their emotional anchor. While Sophie brought fire, Lexie brought precision. A Stanford champion, drafted 6th in 2022, Lexie was known for lockdown defense and clutch shooting. Different styles, one mission: carry the team without asking for credit. When Clark arrived, Sophie protected her. Lexie studied her game. And slowly, Trace Leches wasn't just a nickname, it became the heartbeat of the Fever. The moment Clark learned she'd miss All-Star Weekend, Sophie was first to text, "You good?" Keeping her spirits up with jokes and reminders she was still the star. Lexie, still grieving, offered quiet support that cut through the noise. This was friendship beyond the game. 3 women holding each other up when it mattered most. Before Sophie arrived, the Fever had talent, but no heartbeat. Sophie brought consistency. Lexie thrived, her three-point shooting rising to nearly 49%. Even with Clark's injury, the team didn't crumble. They tightened, roles sharpened, and fans noticed, not just because of highlights, but because of trust, eye contact, and unspoken plays. Trace Leches wasn't just lifting themselves, they were lifting the whole franchise. What began as a playful fan nickname became a movement. From viral shirts to sold-out merch, the love wasn't for a logo, it was for what the trio represented. Authenticity, loyalty, joy. The Fever's energy started attracting free agents, not just for basketball, but for the culture. In a league where winning is everything, Indiana showed that building each other up matters just as much. Caitlin Clark may be the star, but this story proves leadership isn't always about points scored. It's about protecting each other, sharing the load, and showing up when no one's watching. Trace Lexie has built something rare, trust that won't break under pressure. And as the Fever chase their next win, one thing is clear: sometimes the brightest light isn't a single star. It's the glow of a team that shines together. Adam Silver's tone shifted from calm to stern as he addressed the elephant in the room: the allegations that the WNBA's front office had ignored key compliance protocols. "We will fully cooperate with federal investigators," he said, pausing for emphasis, "and ensure complete transparency." But for many, this wasn't just about paperwork or oversight. It was about trust. Fans who once believed in the league's leadership were now questioning whether their loyalty had been misplaced. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's name surfaced again, with insiders saying Silver personally called her to assure she would be protected. Still, whispers persisted. If the commissioner was this involved, what else was he hiding? Federal agents moved swiftly, seizing files and digital records from the league's New York headquarters. Sources told us these documents could contain explosive details, including financial discrepancies and player treatment violations. For Caitlin Clark supporters, this was personal. They believed the same systemic issues that fuel hostility toward her on the court were part of a deeper culture of bias and cover-ups. Adam Silver may have promised reform, but actions speak louder than words. And in this case, the actions came from federal investigators, not league executives. The big question: would the evidence confirm years of suspicion, or expose something far worse? For months, Caitlin Clark has been at the center of WNBA headlines, praised for her talent but targeted by rivals and critics. Yet now, as this federal probe unfolds, her story feels less like a basketball narrative and more like a fight for fairness in sports. It's no longer just about hard fouls or on-court drama. It's about whether the system itself is stacked against her. If this investigation uncovers that league officials failed to protect one of their brightest stars, it could permanently damage the WNBA's credibility. And for Silver, the stakes couldn't be higher. His career might hang in the balance. Behind closed doors, Caitlin Clark's camp is weighing her options. Some insiders claim she's considering legal action if the probe validates her allegations of league negligence. Others believe she's focused solely on basketball, refusing to be distracted. But privately, the strain is showing. Friends say the mental and emotional toll has been overwhelming, a constant battle between staying silent and speaking out. If she chooses the latter, her testimony could be the turning point in this entire saga. One thing's certain: the league can no longer pretend this is just another sports controversy. The stakes are national now. As the investigation presses forward, the fate of the WNBA hangs in uncertainty. Adam Silver's leadership, the league's reputation, and Caitlin Clark's legacy are all on the line. Fans, players, and sponsors are watching closely, knowing that what happens next could redefine women's basketball for decades. Will this be remembered as the moment the WNBA cleaned house and embraced real accountability? Or will it go down as the scandal that broke its trust forever? The answers are coming, and when they do, the truth will hit harder than any buzzer beater. This is only the beginning.